1999 Toyota Camry with the 2.2 4-cylinder. Today we're doing an oil change. Let's get to it. Over at our computer, you can see that this vehicle requires 3.8 quarts of 5W30 conventional oil with filter. And for this oil change, we're going to be using the CarQuest Romeo 85394 oil filter. Alright, underneath the vehicle we can see our drain plug located right here. It is a 14 millimeter. Why are these things so tight? Go ahead and let that oil drain out. While that's draining out, you can see our gasket right here. Looks like that is just seated onto it. I'm just going to leave that alone, but if you have any like drippage or leakage, or if you see that this is cracked or damaged, go ahead and replace that gasket, but mine's doing a good job, so I'm going to leave it alone. And once your oil is done draining, go ahead and put your oil plug back in. Give it a good hit. That's it. And then make sure you hit your drain plug with some brake clean. Clean up all that oil so you know that if you see oil there in the future around your drain plug, that you didn't just leave a mess, that you might actually have a potential oil leak. The oil filter on these vehicles are located right underneath of your exhaust manifold right here. It's always good to let these vehicles sit for a couple minutes before draining them. It's always good to let these vehicles sit for a couple minutes to allow the oil to drain out of the filter. And there shouldn't be a whole lot of spillage. This thing. Shouldn't be a whole lot of oil spillage, but just in case, always a good idea to go ahead and put a catch can underneath of the engine. Alright, go ahead and check that old filter's O-ring, make sure that it's still there and intact, and then you can check your housing, make sure that there's no debris that's going to be in the way of your new oil filter sealing up properly against your engine block. Grab some of this used motor oil real quick. Lube up our new oil filter. Put that down. And you just need to put these on hand tight. That's it. Done. Spray down that area. Make sure it's nice and clean and free from any oil debris. That way, if we see oil there in the future, we know that we have a possible leak and not that we just left a mess.